Well, here we are again, continuing with this bit as we bring you the classroom project, thanks to you. Now, let's talk to the Hydraform tech expert on the multimedia classroom project. Where are we now exactly? Well, we find out from him. We're joined by Samuel Kofi Agbenyega, Hydraform technology expert on the classroom project. Mr. Agbenyega, thank you for joining us this morning. It's been, we've moved, we keep making stride upon stride in the classroom project, partly thanks to Hydraform. But tell us, what is this technology, Hydraform?
Okay, Hydraform is a technology that was invented in South Africa. It's more than 30 years ago. And it's cheaper, stronger, and then it's also a fireproof technology for...
Fireproof?
Yes.
Wow.
And then we use the topsoil, which we call lightrite. We add cement and then the normal sand. We mix these materials to mold the block with a Hydraform technology machine.
Okay.
So now what happens is that you actually take the soil through certain series of tests before you could know that, okay, this soil is actually qualified to be applied or to be used to mold the blocks. Wow. So you don't just get up to use any soil. The soil must go through the test. And you must be certain that it's passed the test before you can apply them. Yes. So then what happens is that it's a dry stick. Like this one, you don't use mortar to hold the blocks. You interlock, you just arrange them, as you can see on the screen, that we just laid it. After the blocks have gone through some series of...
so they're kind of like pavement blocks. You just interlock them.
Yes, exactly. You interlock them. So it's cost saving because you save cost on more mortar work like cement and all that. But it's very effective.
How appropriate is it for this classroom project, for example, where we're talking of where children will be and, for a long time? Are they long lasting?
Yes. This structure would have a life expectancy of not less than 100 years.
100 years?
Because the fact of the matter too is that this one we did strictly interlocking. The pillars are interlocking throughout. There's no rod that running through the pillars on the main structure. But the foundation has iron rods and everything in there. Now, what is going to happen is that because iron rods, they have their life expectancy, like maximum 25, 30 years, they begin to expand and there'll be cracks in the columns. But this one, because there's nothing like that, it will just remain as it is.
Wow.
And will face any harsh weather condition.
Regardless of the elements, come rain, come sunshine.
And if it should be a fire outbreak in the structure, the structure will still be intact. Although the material, maybe the fuel, things that can fuel fire, like maybe the wood works and all that, they will burn. But the structure itself will remain intact because it's fireproof.
So worst case scenario, there is some unforeseen circumstance, and God forbid, that there is a fire situation. Yes, the wood and the rest would suffer, but the blocks themselves would remain intact.
Yes, it will be intact.
Wow. Tell us, how far has the project advanced? The last time I had my colleague MFA here, she gave us a good view of what is happening. How far has the project advanced as of now?
Okay, currently we are on the lentil stage.
Okay.
Yes, initially we had some few technical and then social challenges on site. Like when we went, we were made to understand that we're going to get labor from the community, which is communal work.
Right.
But being a city boy, I thought that, okay, they come in the morning and leave in the evening. Not knowing that that area, they come for communal work from morning to by 11 a.m. Everybody leaves.
Oh, wow.
So that means that it's going to affect my scheduled time of completion on the structure. So it means that you have to wait till when there's a communal labor, then you can get them in the numbers that you want.
So you had to find alternatives.
So you have to find alternatives. You need to talk to the assemblyman. The assemblyman has been very supportive. In fact, I must give credit to him. At one point, if it hadn't been for him, I would have left the site. But I had to understand the situation because looking at the existing structure where the students are right now, it's shaking. And one cannot go to sleep
knowing that at any moment,
these kids are in such a danger and you need to get them out of the place as soon as possible. And I had to consider all these things, looking at the extent at which life have to be saved. So we have to bear every cost. Sacrifice a lot just to make sure that the structure gets to where it is. But we still need support. Trust me, we still need support. We've had support from the DCE and then the chiefs. But we need support.
I know the chief in particular has been very. In fact, it is part of his an engagement with him.
Yes.
That sort of triggered all of this, and the community members also contributing their bit. But we need a lot more support to bring this to completion.
We need support.
Tell us technically about what kind of support we need. I mean, yes, the money and all of that, but what technically will it go into to complete the project?
Okay, at the moment, we need more materials.
Okay.
We need more material. We are at the lintel level. We need to cast the lintel, get a roof on it, and then also make sure that we do the finishing touches on the structure to be able to move the kit in. After that, we need some ceiling fans, some electrical works must be done. Make sure that we give them a structure that they will live with it for the rest of their lives. And we have to leave a monument that people will know that, okay, Joy or Multimedia came to rescue these kids. And it will be interesting to know that the structure where they are, there was one that is also closer to the school, which is called the Matadi School. The roof just got ripped off, I think about 2 weeks ago.
Just recently?
I'm telling you.
It got ripped off?
The same place where the kids died, where the building collapsed and then those kids died. So you see how important it is as Ghanaians. I mean, it's not about politicians, it's not about the government. Government cannot do everything for us. We must be sacrificial to touch lives. I mean, these are the little things that God will always remember and make difference in people's life. Because you put your comfort aside and make sure that you sacrifice for somebody to survive.
Look, for those of you watching us, if, God forbid, there were another story about another collapsing school building, we'd all come here, talk about it, and, oh, it's such a sad incident. We can prevent that. And that is why we at the Multimedia Group have taken the initiative. You can help us actually achieve this one at a time. Like he said, government can't do everything. So what we can do, let's do for the little ones. So how, if you had to put monetary value to some of what is needed, I mean, put it together and say, we've done this, but we need about this amount to move forward. How much would you say?
I think at the moment we will need nothing less than 30,000 Ghana cedi to finish.
Nothing less than 30,000.
30,000 Ghana cedi. And then, so we have this number that if you are touched and you want to support the project, because I am doing it for free. I'm not being paid. None of my workers are being paid. We're just there sacrificing to make sure that we bring this school to the community. So if you are also out there and you want to help Multimedia to complete this, the number is 059 3038 832. And it's a Multimedia number, Momo number. You can send your contribution there. And then also you can do further inquiries through MFA, which is 0242 16 1570.
Right.
With these numbers, I'm sure you could help us so that at least we can just help the people of Jamara to get a school for these kids, move them from the danger zone. It's amazing when you come there, you see the building shaking and the kids are in it. They are naive. They don't know. They don't really know the risk at which they are, but they are willing to go to school and they come to school every day. They come to school every day and they are still in that building, and we need to move them as soon as possible.
And how much has been spent so far in erecting the structure?
If my memory will serve me right, with the purchasing of material that the suppliers and all that, it should be nothing less than 50,000.
Right.
Yeah, 50,000.
So just about 50,000 spent, and we needed about another 30,000 to make it. So that stalling of the project was purely owing to communal labor, which now you've sorted out. So you have that sorted out.
Yeah, not really. We still have, you see, sometimes when they come for the communal work and they close at 10 or 9, what you have to do is, the people that will stay on from maybe 11 to maybe 5 p.m., you need to give them something.
Right.
You need to give them at least 20 Ghana each or 30 Ghana each, so that they can also go and buy something with that. So that is where the challenge came. And we all have to come in to make sure that we solve it. So that has also limited the time of completion.
Right.
You see, so if we could have support, and we'll be grateful. I mean,
I'll come back to the bit about support so we can put those numbers and all of that out there again. But I'm just curious. So we're using Hydraform technology for the project. I'm sure other people out there who are contemplating building would also be thinking, how about me? Can I use it? Can you use this, I mean, for
Any
a
structure.
house of whatever
Any
size?
structure. You can build anything with it. Anything that the regular conventional concrete block can do, Hydraform block can do it, and even do it better because, and it's cheaper. The cost saving analysis should be nothing less than between 20 to 30%.
20 to 30%?
Yes, compared to the conventional concrete block. And then you see, the fact is, if it's a social project, like a school, like a church, like a hospital, you don't need so much complicated fittings. And so the cost will obviously come down. But when you are putting up your own 5-bedroom house, 3 bedrooms, the structure itself is cheaper. But the cost that will add up to you is the fittings, the sort of windows you are looking for, the sort of roof you want. These are the things that will make it expensive to you. But the structure itself, the skeleton of the building itself is cheaper because the Hydraform technology is cheaper.
Wow. So if people want to take advantage of this, what can they do?
Yeah, for now, my passion here is to make sure that we get a Jamara school sorted.
Right.
Please. Let's get people to contribute for us to finish the school project. Anything else will come after that. If I leave Jamara and then I come to Accra and somebody contact me for a contract, I'll be happy. But if I come to Accra and then they call me that the school has collapsed on the kids and they are dead, God forbid.
God forbid.
I failed.
We'll do this one.
I will let go.
And after that, God will bless you with the contracts.
I know.
They will flow. So let's put those details out there again about how people can reach out. We'd love to hear from you. Reach out to us and help us complete this project. How can they reach out?
They can reach us through, the Momo number is, for multimedia link is 0593 038832.
Can you slow down and take that again?
Okay, so 0593 038832. That is the Momo number.
Okay.
And then if you want to make any further inquiries, you can contact the project coordinator, MFR.
Right.
And then her number is 0242 16 15 70.
Okay. Can you repeat that? Can you repeat that for those who
0242 16 15 70.
Right. Right.
You can contact her and then anything that you want to support about.
I have seen photos and videos of the project, and I must say you are doing an amazing job for God and country. And we're grateful that you've partnered us to actually execute this. Samuel Agbenyiga, any final words?
I just want to tell Ghanaians that we should try to be sacrificial. I mean, it's not everything that the government can do it for us. They have a lot on their hands already. So individually, let's support. Let's support.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Agbenyiga. And that is ongoing. Do reach out and let's do this together.